Morning. I'll wait for a few more people to log on. Anyone who's watching this, can you share it with Ali Dawah and Riaz Khan? For a number of reasons which I'll go on to explain. So, I'll wait for a few more people to line up. Go on. We're going to have a fun little chat about Ali Dawah. And Ali Dawah, don't worry, I've got a great video coming for you, bro. But let's talk. So the other day I received a phone call from Ali Dawah after multiple times of him telling people he was tracking me down. He's coming to find me. Tommy, I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you. And I'll have 5 cameras in your face. 5 cameras. So 6 people. 6 people are coming to find me with Ali Dawah. 6 Muslims are coming to find me without Ali Dawah. And then he's talking like he's coming to my house. Yeah? At which point, I thought I'd better make him aware of the situation he'll be in if he comes to my house. He'll be in a certain situation. Now, it's a very different situation because then I'm just clearing up some things because some people say you're a hypocrite because you've knocked on people's doors. I haven't knocked on anyone's door who's under a death threat. I haven't knocked on anyone's door who's had 6 Osman warnings, government warnings, panic buttons, CCTV, terrorist alarms, terrorist cameras all around the surrounding area. I've knocked on no one's door who's in that situation. I've knocked on no one's door who's got children. No one's. Okay? I've checked all these things out before I've knocked on anyone's doors. So, Ali Dawah threatens to come to my house with my family. Who is Ali Dawah? Ali Dawah is a paid propagator of Islam who works with a charity called IRA. IRA are linked to pretty much every extremist, radical Muslim that's going. Yeah? Proper extremist group. So, what did I say to Ali Dawah when he rang me up? I said to Ali Dawah, Ali, if you come to my house, it'll be the last thing you do, bro. It'll be the last thing you do. And that's it'll be the last thing you ever do. And if you ever wanted to meet your 72 virgins, it's the easiest way for you to do it. And the reason I say that is the fact that, and then he said, so he's put out that I've threatened to kill him. He's put out that I've threatened to kill him. I didn't threaten anything. I promised you a certain situation. And there's a reason for that. I have a wife and I have 3 young children. And as a father, I will do everything I need to do to protect them. Now, let's get on to it. In the conversation I had with Ali, I spoke about Lee Rigby's killer. In that conversation, I said, now if you cut it, which is what Ali's done, if you cut it to the point where I said, I respect Lee Rigby's killer, it doesn't sound too good. Okay? Why did I say that? What I said is, throughout the years and in the UK, we have many Muslims who are deceiving us about what Islam is. They know full well what Islam is. But they lie to us. They propagate that it's peaceful. And that all these people are taken out of context. That's bullshit. We all know that, yeah? So, at least Lee Rigby's killer was honest. At least Anjem Chowdhury was honest. At least these people who tell us how they feel and the truth, they're honest. Now, after Lee Rigby was brutally and horrifically butchered on the streets of our capital city, after that happened, I was contacted by Lee Rigby's, by Michael Adebolajo's brother. Now, any of you, the reason why I said I respected Lee Rigby's killer, or because he was forced to, I see Lee Rigby's killer as a victim of Islam. When he killed Lee Rigby, he handed a woman in the street, many of you may not know this, but he handed her 52 verses from the Quran, which he said had forced him to do what he did. In his court case, he said, I was forced to kill Lee Rigby. Was he forced to kill Lee Rigby? If he's a believer of Allah's instructions, then yes, he was. In the Quran, when Lee Rigby was killed, Nick Clegg stood on our national TV and he quoted a verse from the Quran where it says, if you kill one man, you kill all of humanity. If you carry on reading that verse, it then says, unless you cause mischief in the land. And then we can cut off your hands and feet, execute you, exile you from the land, etc., etc. Okay? So the context and the verse was misquoted by Nick Clegg on purpose to deceive the British public about Islam just after one of the men. So what Lee Rigby's killer had done. Now ask yourself, if you're a follower of Islam and you're following this scripture to the word and to the belief, had Lee Rigby caused mischief in the land? He was part of an invading army that went into a Muslim land. He caused mischief, as far as Islamic scripture goes. He caused mischief. Now, what does mischief mean? The top Islamic scholars on this subject say that mischief can simply mean being a non-Muslim. Okay? But Lee Rigby's killer says he was forced to do this. He has 52 verses, which he says instructed him to do this. What I said to Ali Dawah is, I respect Lee Rigby's killer more than you mug. Because he tells the truth. You're lying. You're paid to lie. You're part of an operation to bring dawah and conversions across our country. I also said, which many of you would have, now Lee Rigby's, Michael Adebolajo's brother contacted me after that killing. He was messaging me, personally messaging me for weeks about the situation with his brother. I had arranged to meet Lee Rigby's, Michael Adebolajo's brother. I'd arranged to meet him. At which point I was contacted by security services and they come and saw me and said, you cannot meet him. And I said, why not? And they said, has it not come into your head that he could be saying one thing and about to do another when you meet him under his instructions from his brother? So, okay, yeah. So from that point on, so Michael Adebolajo's brother could have been wanting to meet me to have a debate, and then he could have killed me. So I'm not going to take any chance with any little jihadi with a beard who says one thing and thinks he's going to knock with my children in the house. I'll do the same as every other dad would do. There's going to be no chances taken. Not even if there's a 1% chance something could go wrong. I'm going to do what I need to do to protect my children. That's what I'm going to need to do. So that's just clearing up a couple of little issues on it. And then the other thing, like, this is the reality. Why this is so poignant at the minute is I don't know if anyone saw that they removed people's flowers, teddies, things that people had left for Lee Rigby. Woolwich Council removed them yesterday. They removed them because apparently they upset local people. Which local people could be upset by flowers left for Lee Rigby? Eh? I'll be bringing you a video on that for Rebel anyway. I'll be bringing you a separate video about that on Rebel. But this was just... yeah, I'm seeing Riaz Khan saying, Tommy, you said you respect Lee Rigby's killers. So I respect them more for telling the truth. They're honest. Unlike you, Riaz, who's pretending to be some suave, cool football hooligan. Never been a football hooligan. Never been a football lad in Leicester. Just a knob. The baby squad don't even know who you are. But, so, that's it. So Riaz, that's for you. Ali, I'm going to be bringing you and making you look like such a gimp very soon. What other points did I want to clear up? Give this a share. If you're watching it, give it a share, yeah? So, yeah, because they're trying to cut and edit my little phone call. So Tommy said he's going to kill me. Knock on my door, bruv. Knock on my door. And I'm just saying what I'll do to protect my children. Same as every other man. So, that's where we're at. The left are responsible for this nonsense. They are responsible, and when you look up, so you look up a charity called IRA, I-E-R-A. They receive £700,000 a year. They have 15 people that they train and educate to go out and convert people to Islam. Okay? Abdul Rahim Green, one of their people, who says you can beat your wife with a stick if you want. This is the charity. They train people up. Now, Ali Dawah's target group, his target group are 14 to 16-year-old children. Vulnerable children. What Ali wants from me, this is why I haven't, because I know what he wants. At the minute, if you look at his videos get like 4,000 views or so. Who is he? He's a nobody, yeah? I could spend every day and every minute in my week talking to absolute gimps like Ali Dawah. Now, and then in the point, what I said to him is, there's nothing in it for me to meet and debate you. So box me, have a boxing match with me. And the reason I said that is not for my own personal gain. It would be for the Amelia May Foundation. It would be so that we can send young dying children on vacations of their lifetime, their wishes. For example, like Dylan Day, who's currently in Florida now. If Ali Dawah boxed me and we raised £40,000, yeah, we'd be in a position to send 4 families like that away. So not for 1 minute do I want any financial gain from any of it. Yeah? As I said to Ali, I don't need it. My book, my Quran, Muhammad's Quran, Why Muslims Kill for Islam. Selling pretty well, bro. So, as I said, what do I get out of debating him? What does he get out of debating me? What does he get? He gets to enlighten many young children, Muslim children, that's what this is, Muslim children mainly, yeah, to think he's a big shot. And then he gets into him for their dawah. And then they're vulnerable. And then he converts. It's like a stepping stone. They go through Ali, then they go up to the next one, Muhammad hijab, then they go up to the next one, and the next one, next one, and they end up in fucking Syria. All right? So that's the situation. So what do I get out of it? What do we get out of it? It's a gain, 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 gain for him. So, as I said, if Ali Dawah wants to debate, I'm happy to debate him. But at the same time as it, I want a charity boxing match. So that at least there can be someone can get a gain other than Ali and his little band of merry mugs with their beards. Someone else can get a gain, yeah? That's it. So, yeah. Share it, spread it. I've got a video coming for you, Ali, though. And all this talk, you know, all this talk. I'm trying to find you, I'm trying to find you. If I wanted to find you, I'll find you tomorrow. So, I'm not hard to find. I am not hard to... I just come out, I've been in Bannatyne's gym first thing this morning, Luton Town Centre. I'll be there tomorrow morning. It's not hard, bruv. It's not hard. You just have to ring around, bruv. Find out where is he all the time. So, yeah, what other little points were there? I'm trying to think what other little points there were there. That's really it. I'll make a video. This is just a live stream. Whilst I'm on the subject, whilst I've got you all listening, I want to say a personal thank you. I was going to sit down and read through the names of the people. About a week or two ago, basically, the Rebel UK was living out of Canada's pockets. Canada have a subscribe scheme with Ezra Levant's show that earns them money to provide for their organisation to grow. They wanted to, or we thought, the only way we can stop living in Canada's pockets it's not just me. I have a camera crew, I have... Kev works with us, I have an editor, we have a producer. It's not just me, yeah? We have a studio to pay for. So how do we pay for this? So we set up a subscribe show. But then that done my head in, if I'm honest. And my heart wasn't in it, and I found the last few months very difficult. Because rather than talking to the public like this, I was talking to paid subscribers. And that's never been the reason I started doing videos with anyone, with Rebel TV ever. The reason to do the Rebel videos was to reach people, to change opinions, to let them hear the truth, to give them the alternative side of the news that the media were giving them, to bring them the facts, the statistics, to give them all that information that can help wake people up. And I know it's worked for many people over the years. I have many people message me saying, I used to hate you, I've now listened and listened and listened, and I agree with what you're saying. So by talking only to paid subscribers, well, that defeats that object completely. So I felt like I was selling my soul. And each time I used to say that, I'm selling my soul. And what the other lads would say, or even Rebel would say, is like, how do we pay all your wages, though? Okay, sounds, quit. So then it got to the point last week where I had a conversation with Ezra, and I said, Ezra, and he agreed fully as well. And I just said, look, I can't do this anymore, man. And it's not what I've done it for. It's not the reason I've done it. So I then said we have a 4 to 6 week opportunity to make it work now, and I don't think we should be telling people they have to pay to watch the videos. I think that people, if they want to pay, if they value the work we do, there should be a voluntary donation, monthly donation thing set up on the website. And if people donate or people want to help, because I get so many people saying, how can we help you? How can we support you? Etc., etc. And this is an option for it. So what we set up now is, it's on TommyRobinson.com. It's a voluntary donation. So if you are on the bread and butter and you're struggling, like many people are from working class backgrounds, you don't have to pay. Like if you're in that situation, if you're in a situation where you can afford a couple of quid a month, then we set up the donation thing that people can give us a couple of quid a month, and that will help us to build a studio, build a team, and grow. That's the objective initially, is to grow as a media company in the UK, grow giving news stories, grow and bring other people in. But we can't do that. As I said, you've got 5 employees, you've got full-time wages. If it's a full-time commitment, you've got security, you've got hotels, you've got travel, you've got all these different costs. So yeah, so we've changed that this week. We listened to, basically I read and listened to the comments. I know we have all these comments, and I read and listened to the comments of what people were saying. And I knew they were right anyway. So even at the start I knew they were right. So I felt like I was selling a lie, but it was the only way I could see that we could continue doing what we're doing, and at the same time as having some things behind a paywall, we thought we could bring other people the main stories, the main news, the main territory stories. But everything we do now will be out, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. But the one point I'd ask is if you do value the work we're doing, if you do value the commitment or the dedication for the team, or you want to help in any sort of way, like £1, £2, nothing, like small payments that people can afford, if enough people done them. And it'd be surprising because people would automatically think like, not as many people donate as what people would think. But we need enough just to cover the team. So Islam is the greatest threat to any peaceful society. And that you're right, Michael. And so many people are lying. People like Ali Dawah, which is what my issue is. You're lying. You're deceiving the public in a massive way. And the reason I made the comment about Lee Rigby's killer is, yeah. Go on, James. I saw it. Go on, the White Dragons. But yeah. So, as I said, next couple of days, we're out on the road. In fact, today, man, I'm hoping today, we've got a campaign coming for you today. A campaign coming for you today about Bev, a lady who was sacked. I'm not going to ruin it. I'll wait till you watch it. But again, thanks for listening. I'll bring you a few more videos. That last point was anyone who wants to support the Tommy Robinson Show, to make sure the Tommy Robinson Show can go on daily, can go out weekly, can go out for everyone, so that I can travel into Europe for the most exciting things that are happening there. If you want to support that, it's TommyRobinson.com. You'll see on the website an option to support with a voluntary support. And I want to say, from me, like, I'm extremely grateful to the people who so far... What I wanted to do was sit and list the names and read out the names and say a personal thank you to every single one of them. The people who, if you've donated £1 to £2 to £20 to £30, whatever you're donating, then I wanted to say a personal thank you, because... if, say for example, if this doesn't work in 4 to 6 weeks, I'll go back to work. I'll go back to building, and I was successful anyway. So I'll go back to work and I'll crack on and do that. And I'd still do this, but I wouldn't be able to bring the time to it. I'd be able to do the odd thing here and there. So you people who are giving the voluntary donations, it's you that if you watch a video and you think that's a good video, that's a powerful video. I didn't do that. I may have been involved in doing it, but you done it. You are the people that have made that position possible. So yeah, from me to you, a thank you to every single one of you. And the same from the team, because yeah. And now we can crack on a lot more happier, because I'm not behind a paywall, so I can get out there and get in there and get all super happy and charged and get out there with the news stories. A couple of troll watches coming soon. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy boy. And yeah. Thanks everyone. And people, if you've been sending me direct messages, if you send me direct messages on Facebook or Twitter and you think I'm an ignorant, rude, then it's because literally I don't have time to keep up. I do not have time to keep up, as well as keeping a private life. Usually, you know when I turned my phone off a minute ago, I started this live stream and I saw my wife pull up. So I turned it off, because I don't talk about this subject or issues at all when I'm in my house with my wife or my children. So the minute I get in my house, I can't sit there, because I have to try and, so she can have a normal life, so it doesn't take her life. I separate the two completely: family, home life, and jihad. So yeah, that's it, man. Thank you, Tony. Anyway, so yeah, I don't get to see every message. I do at some point try and work my way through them. Shall I talk about that? I get contacted daily with stories, man. No, I won't actually. I'll wait until I get the permission off the family. But yeah, thanks for the support, yeah? Cheers.